You're tuned into the Now Morning Show, and it's Tuesday, so it's time for Unique, Not Different, where we're talking goalball.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unique Not Different with me, Shamla. Today, I have Kerryn Gunness, who is the PRO of Rolling Thunders Goalball Club. This is an adaptive sports that facilitates the blind and visually impaired. And there's a tournament that is two tournaments that is coming up, and he's here to talk all about it. So, Kerryn, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Shamla, and good morning to the rest of the Trinidad Tobago and the world who are listening at this time.
Awesome. So for those who are unfamiliar, can you briefly explain what goalball is and how it is played?
Okay, so goalball is a sport that is designed for indoor use. So it is played indoor in an indoor area on a court average 60 by 30 feet in dimensions. And so it's made up of two teams where you have three persons per side at any given time. Of course, you have your substitute members and so on, like will be on the bench. And it's played with a big ball which has a bell so that it goes down the court. So it's like, in a nutshell, it's like a mixture of underhand or bowling and football, because you have to throw the ball down from one side to the other side. Underhand, the one team that is a team member, for example, and then the other team has to save that ball, dive and save the ball, and so on. If not, and that ball goes through, of course, is a goal. And then you have like penalties, and you have how it is designed, tactile flooring, so that you can feel different parts of the floor, and we are played with our blindfolds to create a level playing field. And it's a big sport internationally, and we have brought it down in Trinidad as an opportunity for persons to develop themselves, diversification and so on through sport.
Very interesting. So can you share how the sport has evolved locally and the role of Rolling Thunders Goalball Club in the journey?
Good. So since 2018, we brought this to Trinidad, and we had through a camp for children at the Santa Cruz facility of the Trinidad Tobago Blind Welfare Association. And since then, we have been practicing, having numerous competitions over and over at the south side of Trinidad in Davie. Currently, we are practicing at the Pleasantville Indoor Sports Facility. We want to say thank you to those facilities for giving us the managers, or for giving us those facilities. And the Rolling Thunder Goalball Club have been heavily involved with this with this venture, making sure it how to put it progress and so on, because we are here to stay, because goalball is here to stay, and we will continue to promote goalball as the best way we can, because at the end of this week we are having a fundraiser in order to put some money in our bank account, because we have activities coming up.
Yeah. So this year the team has exciting international engagements, starting with the tournament in Guyana this August. What
Right.
are your expectations for the event, and how is the team preparing?
Right, good. So, I mean, in August 26th, actually, we'll be having a competition in Trinidad, actually, at the Pleasantville Indoor Facility with Guyana. Guyana has newly started goalball, and they want to come and play us and so on, and to experience a competition level of things. So they will be here, as well as three members from Barbados to play with us, as well as observe. We are looking forward for that competition, because we have been practicing a lot. We training and keeping our bodies fit and things like that, and we're eager and ready to host them as well, and enjoy a nice camaraderie, enjoy a nice fun fellowship with everybody, and of course in competition.
Yeah, so you're preparing to be competitive.
Exactly.
So in October, your club heads to Barbados. What's the significance of this trip, and what kind of support is needed to make it happen?
Okay, so persons would remember, and I came on here last year where we had Barbados and America came down to Trinidad to have a competition. This year, then they asked us to come to Barbados when next they're having one. So this year they're having another competition similar to last year in Trinidad in Barbados in October 23rd to 25th. And we are invited just in addition to America, Guyana, Jamaica, etc. So again, looking forward to being in Barbados. I know the entire team is very excited for this event because, I mean, again, our objective is to promote goalball in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean, and we will continue to do this. Uh, so we have teams from, as well as Guyana, Barbados, America is coming back. Jamaica wants to was coming down as well to play a nice competitions together with our workshop. So yeah,
it's also putting Trinidad Tobago in the market as well.
correct,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Because
You were saying something?
yeah, because goalball is very big in the world, and we would like to reach Paralympic level, even Pan Am Games level, and so on.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what challenges does your team face in terms of, I'm going to say visibility, but no pun intended, in terms of exposure, funding, and accessibility? And how can the public and corporate sector get involved to support athletes in adaptive sports like goalball?
All right. So again, this is an opportunity through sport we have created. When I say we, I mean the Trinidad and Tobago Blind Welfare Association is partnering with us, heavily involved, and we say I want to say thank you very much publicly to them because they are with us. We are part of them, and we get the resources and so on, and and we are looking forward for support. So one of the things that we looking for at this time is donations, contributions, support from persons, because we're reaching out to the Ministry of Sport as well. And if you're listening, you can contact us. I can 397-5307 for sponsorship, because we have two tournaments coming up. Of course, everything is a cost. To get to Barbados and so on, the tickets, podiums and things like that. So that's one of the challenges at this time. But I mean, we have now started, and we are a club, and we will grow, and we will continue to grow. So again, thank persons in advance who planning to give, and persons who already given to us, to our club. We really appreciate it.
You mentioned support, right? In the past, and given that, the impact and exposure that you all create for, I guess, the country and then the community as well. Yeah. You all ever get government funding?
Well, no, we have letters and so on to send out to make sure that is in the plans. But I know we get like corporate sponsorship, we get like Rotary Club sponsorship and so on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So beyond medals and trophy, what does participation in goalball mean for the athletes involved?
Right. Exactly. So I always say, these times you have lots of diseases that are around, like diabetes, hypertension, and so on. And these things can be controlled by exercise. So we always encourage our players, our athletes who are with us, to continue to exercise. If not for the competition, come and exercise, because it's a good way of strengthening the body, a good way of building fitness, a good way of socialization as well. So if you have like mental challenges, emotional stress, and so on, come out and play with us. We also have like we need like volunteer persons from time to time and so on.
Yeah. And just to close off, can you reshare the contact information and any last words?
Okay, yeah. So the contact info, you can contact 397-5307. So of course, if you're calling from outside of Trinidad, you will put 1-868-397-5307. That's my number. And so I just want to say thank you very much for viewing this morning, and looking at our opportunity through sport. It's called goalball. And if you persons who are blind or visually impaired who are watching and you want to get involved, you can contact that same number. We will be sure to ensure that you're on the ground trying to defend that goal.
Thank you, Mr. Gunness, and I encourage everyone to support this initiative, as it's also creating an impact for Trinidad and Tobago. So again, thank you. And guys, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to this week's segment of Unique Not Different. As I always say, be good, do good. Until next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.